Hope your day has started well. So it has just turned quarter to the hour, and welcome to our 15-minute session to help you start your day with a sense of focus and a sense of structure. And we want to support you to understand what you're needing to get the best from this day. So just to let you know, we are recording this session for people who can't join us, and my gratitude to Charlotte, who is managing the logistics here on our Cred team. So Tamira, I hope your day was good yesterday. We were very grateful that you joined us, and hopefully you were able to get that sense of balance right and manage your workload, which we know is increasing due to moving back to a lot of online classes. And today we want to help you slow down your brain just for 15 minutes. We know that our brains are always on. They do what they're designed to do to keep us alive, but they can move into senses of overwhelm, or maybe sometimes stress, or sometimes a sense of anxiety. So we want to help you just slow down, to become more mindful and present to how you want to show up in the world today, what you want to achieve, and who you want to be. And our theme this evening is thinking about the concept of this time or life being a marathon, not a sprint. So it's really important that we do manage our energy levels, and that we do mindfully take small steps every day, and we'll ultimately get to that result. So as a check-in, this is a space to support you to navigate this time. And we know that everyone is experiencing this time very differently. We want to make sure that you feel a sense of connection through the community. And if this is a good time for you, we want to support you to use this time to build some strong habits. And to help us prepare for our session and to feel more present, we'll do our arrival exercise. So I invite you to make sure you feel comfortable and relaxed. If you'd like to, please do feel free to close your eyes. And if you feel comfortable, if you want to turn your video off for this session, that's all good as well. Whatever best supports you to do this part of the exercise. Breathe. Breathe again. Smile. Relax. Arrive. Where you are. Be natural. Open to effortlessness. To being rather than doing. Drop everything. Let go. And arrive. Now let's just take a moment to check in. And first of all, notice your energy levels. At this point of your day, how are your energy levels? Red, amber, or green? And we do encourage you to take out the app and check in now. I'm going to do it with you. So it is almost 10 to 11 here in Sydney at night, and I'm surprised that my energy levels are still kind of green. Maybe it's the sense of connection, or maybe it's the sense of community, or being in an environment where we're connecting with people on the other side of the world. But I notice I'm finishing in green, which I'm surprised by. And then just take a moment to notice how you feel, and what word or combination of words describe how you feel. So again, we do this as an emotional labeling exercise. The more we do it, the more we notice. And we see some patterns and trends, and it can support us to build this muscle of becoming aware. And what it also does is it helps widen the gap between when we respond and versus when we react. So when we're under pressure, or we're stressed, or overwhelmed, or feeling anxious, this gap can be really small, and we can be beholden or hijacked by our emotions a lot of times. So when we do this, we build this awareness, and we can step back. So exercises like mindfulness, meditation, physical acts, exercise, etc. All of these things can help us just widen that gap and build that muscle. And take a moment to notice what you're thinking about. So what's top of mind for you at this point of your day? What are some of the thoughts that are bubbling away? So don't judge the thoughts, just notice. So Charlotte, feeling relaxed and focused. Yeah, I have this calm, focused and relaxed as well. And I just want to build into this theme of this time or this challenge being a marathon, not a sprint. Sometimes we want to see results quickly. We want to get to the end really quickly, and we can sometimes go out at a pace that's really quick. So for those people who exercise or run, the way you run a 100-meter race is very different to the way you run a marathon. You've got a finite amount of energy to give. We can exert that over a short space of time, perhaps 10 seconds, or for those world record holders, maybe 15 for people like you and I, or 13, whatever it is. But a marathon may take you hours to do, or will take you hours to do. And one of the things we talk about when you go out and run a marathon, if you go out too fast, you go into what we call the red zone. You use all your energy, and it's very hard to get back to the green zone. So I want you to think about, how are you approaching each day, and how are you approaching this time? Are you managing your own expectations? Are you trying to do too many things? Are you rushing? Or are you pacing yourself by setting realistic expectations? So just think about perhaps yesterday and the day before. And notice if you were to approach this time, perhaps the time to Christmas or the end of year, with a mindset of pacing and looking at a marathon, what could you do differently? Or if you are doing some things well, what is it you're going to continue to do? And perhaps thinking about, is there one thing you could start doing to help you just slow down a bit more? So I invite you to think about that maybe at the end of our session, or at some stage during today. Just make a moment, or take a moment to think about, how can you incorporate this into your day? So Tamira, because you've got a personalized one-on-one session, what is it you're needing from this session today, for the rest of the session? Is there anything we could do to support you?
I guess it's like the same as yesterday. Yesterday was really crazy. And like when you're saying about it's a marathon, yesterday I feel like I woke up and I did everything before like 11 a.m. And then for the rest of the day I crashed. So that was not good. But this morning, like I woke up and I woke up early and just like relaxed in the morning, and I haven't really done too much yet, and my exam is coming up later, so I'm just trying to like chill until then. So I think that was really good advice.
Okay, cool. Okay. And what supports you to get in a good energy level, or getting a good sense of focus for your exam? So if the anxiety of an exam can bring on that kind of sense of, oh my God, I have to do things, I have to get out of being done, I have to be. So how can you remember to just slow down as you prepare to help you think as best as you can during your exam?
I think like um, realizing how I'm feeling. And so, like, if I'm really stressed out about it, just like taking a second, realizing like I've done the work to study for it. So, like, whatever happens at this point is just going to happen. So, stressing out over it won't necessarily help me, it'll only hurt me.
Hmm. That's a nice way of looking at it. So one of the things we talk about is, we don't want to eliminate total stress from our life, because we wouldn't get out of bed in the morning if we didn't have that sense of like a little bit of urgency. So it's getting that fine line between knowing that we're ready, we're alert, but we're not completely overwhelmed as we go into the exam. But it's great that you say, I've got this, I've done the work, and I know whatever it will be essentially. And how do you feel? How do you feel now going into your exam, or as you prepare for your exam today? Like, so what's the feeling associated with the exam?
I'm definitely very anxious about it because it's my first exam in this course and it's difficult. But I feel like, I guess, ready to take it. I'm ready to get it over with, if that's.
Yeah. So it's almost like I can't wait till 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock until it's done, and then you can fully relax. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I know that could be sometimes we could that it could be a good way as well, but like almost we want to make sure that we still stay in the zone. So what do you? Is there any? Can you incorporate some like movement before like the exam? Would it be even getting out for a walk? Does that help you get some fresh air? Get some. Is it a nice day where you are today?
Yeah, it actually is. I did like a little stretching this morning,
Okay,
but
cool.
going out for a walk does sound like a good idea. So maybe I'll do that between my classes before my exam.
And just it might help you just to gather your thoughts and to maybe a bit of self-talk and affirmation. So do you do that kind of stuff? Like, you got this, you've done the work. What are some of the good mantras that work for you? Do you have those things?
I have like my mirror. I put post-it notes on it
Yeah.
with like nice quotes on it that I like read or heard. So like one of them is like ground yourself and always try your best. So I think that's a good one.
And do you kind of trust yourself that you will do your best, like that you've done the work in preparation?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And would it be useful as well to maybe just do a brief check-in, like before the exam, even whether it be through the app or just even just noticing what you're thinking and noticing what you're feeling, and maybe just take a moment to go, okay, what I'm feeling is normal. I'm feeling anxious. Okay, I do care about this. I want to do well. Um, Also, I've done the work. How do you want to feel at the end of the exam, Tamira?
Um, Relieved
Yeah,
and
really, yeah.
yeah, like good. I want to feel like good about it.
Okay. And when you're reflecting at the end, that's the probably sense of, oh, whoa, it's done. What will enable you to feel good about the exam?
I guess going into it in the right mindset because I could feel like I answered all the questions correctly, but if I'm not like supporting myself going into it, then afterwards I'm still not gonna feel like I did a good enough job.
Mm,
So
cool. Okay. Cool. You talked about mindset there a moment ago. Could you also kind of reframe the exam to go, this is going to be a good learning experience for me. I'm going to learn about myself, about how I prepare for exams, how I manage a check-in before an exam, how I manage my own energy during an exam. If I feel myself getting a bit like flustered, like what am I going to do to ground myself? So can we help you? Sorry to put you on the spot, but could we put you on, give you an implementation intention? Are you familiar with those if then plans? If I find, if this happens, I will do this. So if I find myself getting anxious in exam, during exam, I will ... What is it for you?
If I find myself getting anxious, I will take a deep breath and reevaluate like my state of mind, I guess, and like uh, what I'm doing, because I think I do a lot of things unintentionally, like nervous movements. So I think like if I'm conscious and check myself as I go through the exam, I can better control like how I'm responding to the material.
Brilliant. Would that be helpful for you to do today, Tamira?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Thanks. I know you've been very game to do this, and thanks for coming off mute. But we hope that this helps you today. And our message to you is, you've got this. Okay, we believe in you, and you're going to be great. And we look forward to hearing tomorrow how you went, or on our next session. So, final one. I'm mindful of your time. Connect. So maybe also doing in the service of others, doing for others, a quick call, to just to check in on someone, a loved one, or another colleague, or maybe there's a classmate that's maybe, or a colleague who might be kind of have the same kind of worries and anxieties as well. So maybe just if you check in with someone else, it might just take the focus off you a bit as well, and kind of dampen down that response. So we're wishing you all the best. Is there anything else we can do to support you, Tamira, before we finish our session?
No, that was great. Thank you.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us. And I know, very grateful that, particularly when you've got an exam and you've got competing priorities, hopefully this has been helpful. And we look forward to hearing how you went. And yet, don't forget to check in later on, and check in and reflect and notice about your learn. What did you learn in the learning log on the app? What did you learn about your own experience about today and this preparing for the exam? Have a great day, Tamira, and we will hopefully see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye.
Take care. Bye.